So hello everyone, this is Shweta Katpalia here, and I've been teaching chemistry for around 17 to 18 years now, and I would like to give some tips regarding how to score very good in your JEE session happening in January. Now we very well know, bacha, chemistry is a subject which is relatively considered easy as compared to physics and maths. So yes, it is relatively easy to master, and if you plan your chapters and study and revision schedule strategically, you can score very good in this subject. So without wasting much time, first of all, don't panic. And I know we have a little time left, but yes, still if you plan your time accordingly, you can very well, score good in all the three subjects. One route which I would like to give, if you're not having any timetable or anything, and you need a little help in that area, I would say is uh, give much time in continuity to physics and chemistry, because these are conceptual subjects. The concepts have to be learned, they have to be applied, you have to read a lot of examples. So do physics and chemistry, keep a chunk of time together for these subjects. Maths you can do daily. Do maths daily before going to bed, let's say 2.5 hours. In a week, even if you work for 6 days, for maths, you'll be devoting at least 14, 15 hours in a week. And similarly, for physics and chemistry, you can pick out your time. You can also devote for them 17 to 18 hours in a week. Okay. So starting with physical chemistry first. While preparing your chapters, first I would suggest, bacha, whenever you study, when you especially do the chapters of physical chemistry, what you can do is you can accrued and keep all the formulas on a piece of paper. Prepare a formula sheet. You can keep those sheets with you. Uh, you can use them again. Any n number of times you want to revise, pick out those sheets and revise. So when you are studying, when you're preparing your chapters, you can prepare a formula sheet, all small formulas, basic formulas, NCERT formulas, keep them there. Don't leave out your NCERT, focus on NCERT first. It is the most important tool that you're having for your exam. Follow your NCERT, learn your basics. Simplest of the simplest formulas should be there in your formula sheet. There's no need to go for very hard कि एकदम से हम बड़े बड़े formulas कर ले. No. Pick up your basics, clear your basics, very simple formulas, start from them, put all the formulas in one place so that you can revise later. Then second thing, while studying physical, okay, yes, we have to focus on formulas, fine. But there are concepts also which are to be done. Students usually leave out the concepts present in chapters of physical chemistry. So read once in between the lines, the concepts which are there, go through them. They are equally important as the concepts and theory of your organic or inorganic. ठीक है. Then focus on your examples, your graphs, graphical questions, types of graphs which are there, unit conversions, calculations. Students don't work on their calculations. Numerical आता है, but just because एक छोटी सी गलती कर दी in the calculation, you get the wrong answer. And trust me, the wrong answer which you get, it's going to be there in one of the options of the MCQ. है ना. तो इट्स नॉट लाइक कि ओहो मैंने कर लिया और ये एमसीक्यू में तो मेरा ये आंसर है तो मतलब ये मैच हो गया. ट्रस्ट मी, द क्वेश्चन पेपर सेटर्स नो how you can think. They'll give you all the wrong answers, and many people are you're bound to find even your wrong answers in the options of the MCQ. Solve as many PYQs as possible. Especially focus on unit conversions. किलो जूल को जूल में नहीं कन्वर्ट करा, या जूल है और हमने किलो जूल वाली वैल्यू डायरेक्टली पुट कर दी. टेम्परेचर केल्विन में नहीं करते चेंज. टेम्परेचर इज टू बी ऑलवेज चेंज इन केल्विन. यू कैन लीव आउट दोज फॉर्मूलाज वेर यू हैव डेल्टा टी. डेल्टा टी में डिग्री सेल्सियस हो, केल्विन हो, सब चलता है. बट येस, रेस्ट ऑफ द फॉर्मूलाज टेम्परेचर इज टू बी ऑलवेज given in Kelvin. So students don't convert actually. They forget how to do these small conversions. Then the most dreadful of all the organic chemistry. So yes, it is dreadful, but trust me, it is one of the most good subjects, following logic and everything. Just learn to read, learn to flow through organic chemistry. Okay, so first of all, prepare your reactions, learn your reactions, go through mechanisms once and twice. And yes, if there are any special or, intermediates which are there, learn those intermediates. They are specifically asked. You should know the mechanism proceeds via which intermediate formation. Learn your reagents, the conversions they bring about. For example, for catalytic hydrogenation, we use palladium, platinum, nickel in the presence of little bit high temperature, and you put hydrogen gas. So that if used for hydrogen, it can be used for deuterium also. You can use it for deuterated deuteriation also, catalytic deuteriation. So learn what the reagents do, how they convert, and which type of conversion they are bringing about. In fact, tabulate them if possible and keep that sheet with you for your revision part. Then your rearrangements, carbocation formation, rearrangements, ring expansion. Try to work through these. You generally have a question based on the rearrangements and ring expansion in the exams. Practice conversions. Now you'll be only able to practice conversions only and only when you learn all the reactions. छोटी से छोटी reaction, बड़ी से बड़ी reaction, at least basics so you will have to learn. Again, I would say follow your NCERT. Learn all the reactions, practice conversions. Conversions से you'll get a hold on the reactions. You'll be able to revise lot of reactions एक साथ. है ना? और if you are able to do this, so you have any type of question in the exam, let's say identify the reagent, or we give you a series of reagents and then you have to give the product, or you have to identify XYZ in a given reaction. That can only be done when you learn your reactions. And of course, the reagents and what conversion, what changes those reagents are bringing about in the molecule. For your inorganic chemistry, first thing I would say, although I've written it as the third point, but this actually should be the first one. Focus on your 3 C's, that is coordination, chemical bonding, and periodic classification. And put a hold on these chapters. You have maximum questions coming from these 3 chapters in the exam. Then learn your balancing part. For example, you have an inorganic redox reaction. You have to identify the products and balance them as well. So, yes, learn the molecule which is getting reduced or oxidized. For example, let's take in the reaction with permanganate with sulfite ion. तो आप ये याद कर लो ना, permanganate gets reduced to Mn2 plus in acidic medium, right? Sulfite gets oxidized to sulfate. On the spot reaction लिखो और balance कर लो. There's no need to mug up the whole redox reactions. कितना water गया, इतना H plus गया. You can write them on the spot and balance them. Fill on balancing. ठीक है? Then focus on your basic concepts. Learn the exceptions. Yes, chemistry is a subject which is full of exceptions and you'll have to learn them. And the reason for them भी नहीं, चलो नहीं मिल पाता हर एक का reason. You don't need to know the reason for each and every exception, but yes, learn the exceptions. And finally practice as many PYQs as possible. Keep these all points in mind. And all the best for your exam. Try to give it your best shot. Don't quit. Don't fear it. It's just an exam. Plan your timetable, plan your time. You still have ample time to work towards your goal. Thank you.